Not a bad line, this one. The second hole at TPC Louisiana sets up the first of numerous birdie opportunities.
Third shot into this par 5 to a green that sits above the player, but watch out, missing either right or long, you're in terrible shape. Accuracy with your third is a must.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Looks like they just forgot to hit it, Rich.
I tell you what, watch out. This guy's going to be on full tilt here shortly.
The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it, as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
Looking good.
Ooh, right by the hole. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And with that, he moves up to even par. TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the 4th hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
Lining up from around 160 yards. Just 3 strokes back. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Yes, third birdie here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt is about 17 feet long.
Surely it's going to.
And this next putt, it's for bogey. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Rich, the 5th is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction, so driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
One Weet-Bix too many, I think. This putt to move into the top 20 on the leaderboard. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which make that second shot so much longer. Not much to this green. It's fairly flat, but finding it in 2, well, that's a tall order.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. And he's hit that inside the range.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
That'll sting a bit. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. I don't mind the look of this. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5's a lovely hole.
There are 2 menacing bunkers on this hole. The far one, the one right in the middle of the fairway, it looks like a zit from the back tee box. That is not the place to be.
Rich, New Orleans, or should I say Nolans. How good is it here to be on the Bayou? This is a special week. It's a great eating week and a real festival atmosphere.
It is, and it's hosted on a golf course that provides plenty of fireworks as well. What a cool design this is. It's wide open off the tee, but then the greens are minuscule in size, and they have these little runoff areas where it doesn't look like you're going to be in much trouble, but you start missing a couple of greens in a row, and you start getting these head scratching. Well, do I bump it in there? Do I flop it on the green? Do I take it low, high, medium, bump it into the... I mean, you have so many different ways of playing shots around these greens that you can outthink yourself. And I think that's what happens with a lot of these players, is that usually you have one option when you miss a green. Here, you got a whole lot of them. So this golf course grabs your attention, especially around the greens, which makes it quite difficult for a lot of these players.
The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot. If you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, you're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
Well, it's a chance still to get up and down if they can hold a monster. This putt coming up is for birdie. It's always good to cozy it up to the hole on a long putt, isn't it? Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
Oh, that's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And as we turn for home, Rich, always a good chance to reflect on the halfway stage of this round.
Well, after 9, so far, so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
No point hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there. Second shot here at the 10th. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Such soft hands.
And if this can go down, he'll save par. Currently at +1 for the day.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're starting it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement on it.
That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
They'll have to get their best bunker technique out here because this is nasty.
That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. A birdie putt awaits. It's tracking, and the putt goes down. A nice display of resilience in the end.
That'll way to grind it out in the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. Even for the day. Ooh, good shot, got a fair piece of that ball. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with a tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. He's currently tied for 14th. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Even for the day. Didn't that look good for a long time? 5 feet coming up to the cup. This one started out on a good line. Good putt that. Some lovely momentum for this player moving up the leaderboard. The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. And the green, once again, it's got some movement into a high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making four.
Opting for the 5-iron. Outstanding approach shot. Well, an important part here in terms of the tournament. A chance to move inside the top 10. Just didn't drop. Putting for a par now. And the putt drops. Now even par heading down the stretch. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Rich, just 3 holes to go here at TPC Louisiana, and what a finish it is. A great short 4 at 16.
Luke, this is something special here. You can go for it if you want, but you better be mindful of that water up and around the green. Just lay it up out to the left, and you shouldn't have anything more than a pitching wedge to this minuscule green.
Well, this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it? Oh, well played. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, that's frustrating. Just 3 feet to the cup. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. The par 3 17th requires a really strong tee shot, doesn't it, Rich?
That it does. Again, a very difficult par 3 with water all the way down the left-hand side. Just bail out to the right as best you can and rely on your short game to make that par.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Certainly good at making the birdies, but let's avoid those bogeys. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. That was a gallant attempt. 7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par.
It's got a chance. Oh, so close. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. The finishing hole at TPC Louisiana, in my opinion, Rich, is a great one because, again, you can have anything from eagles all the way through to bogeys and worse.
Just avoid those little pot bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might be able to give it a whirl in 2. However, you got to be careful to, A, not miss it right, obviously, but even going too far left, you can really get an uncomfortable pitch shot from a low area left of the green.
Well struck. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
That dog will hunt.
Oh, this putt will be a good one to hold for a round of 72. Good looking putt. And that brings a close to this event. And Henny, I thought this player was being a little cocky when they took on this rival, but not only did they take them on, they beat them down. This was an old-fashioned smackdown.
Luke, I'm not often wrong about, well, anything, but apparently I was today. I need to go and lick my wounds.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Wells Fargo Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Thank you, Luke. What a lovely introduction and what a lovely day. I'm very much looking forward to strolling the fairways alongside these two players. They have been at each other, let me tell you. There's been a little bit of banter on social media back and forth in the lead up to this match. They have a bone to pick. They have a bee in their bonnet, and it's all going to be settled out on this golf course today.
Well, the closer he gets to the hole, the more determined he gets. Look out to this rival because Justin Thomas is coming for you. Can't wait to keep an eye on how it plays out. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Playing this shot from about 180 yards.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
Going with the 6-iron here. Good sounding strike, that one. Not a bad play, that one. What's in front of them, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Okay, steady now. Par putt coming up here. He's currently tied for 8th. Here we are at the second tee. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
This is from miles away. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Looks good off the blade. Yeah, good job. Nice par. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Time for the second shot into the third. Opting for the hybrid, I think. That's heading into the rough, I think. That got a little out of control, I think.
And coming up well short.
And that's well played. Safely onto the putting surface. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet. Trying to save par here.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at +1 for the tournament.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one heading towards the green. Okay, that'll work. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card. Here we are at the 5th hole.
Look, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. 4 strokes off the lead. Choosing the 9-iron here.
This one's going to the right.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Here we are at the 6th hole. Wonderfully played. Putting for birdie.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Justin Thomas. This group rivalry could get interesting.
Bit too heavy-handed there. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Ouch, that hurts. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now 5 strokes behind. We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage. That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Going with the hybrid. Oh, well done. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt. Wow, that's misjudged. 14 feet to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie. What a putt, started this perfectly.
And that should secure the par on this one.
This putt to tie Justin Thomas.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. That's tidy. 4 feet to the cup. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. He's in a share of 12th place. We've arrived at a par 4. Playing from around 230 yards.
Wind coming right at him.
Going with a 3-wood here.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Chance to get 1 under the card with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Ooh, right by the hole. Just a short putt remaining here. Trailing by 4 strokes. The back 9 at Quail Hollow presents all sorts of challenges, Rich, and it opens up with a generous offering here at the 10th.
The bunker down the left-hand side is only carried with the longest of tee shots. Leave it a little bit out to right. You're going to have some tree trouble on your second shot.
Birdies are good. Harness them. Block the bogeys. They're bad. Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut. Where will this one end up? Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. An opportunity for a birdie here. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. Oh, we'll take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Setting up here, looking at an elevated green. Opting for the 6-iron.
Yeah, oh no, this one's left.
Well, they've found the bunker, but a chance to maybe save from there. Time now for the 4th shot. 3 shots off the lead. And this is a 20-footer. Was on a good line. This next putt's for a Barney Rubble. Sitting at 1 over for the day.
Not much happening, moving down the leaderboard. Never a good sign.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
The perfect wind swing, nice and easy.
Trying to get to even par with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
This one's tracking. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. He finds himself currently tied for 12th. We have a par 3 on this one. looks to be going with a hybrid here. A bit wild on approach there.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Certainly makes putting easy if he can chip it that close.
Great touch.
He has this putt to save his par. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Well, when you stand on the tee here at the 14th at Quail Hollow Club, Rich, you're given two choices. Do you lay up or go for it?
It begs you to take out the big stick and go for it. However, most days the proper play is take an iron out and lay it up down the right-hand side, opening up the green for the second shot. That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Second shot here on the 14th hole. Getting ready to play their third. 5 strokes behind our leader. This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
There it is, and he'll move into the top 10. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the pace. Not bad. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Well, that's a nice line. Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. And that should secure the par on this one. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. As you find your way to the 16th hole at Quail Hollow Club, you're reminded that you're entering the Green Mile.
Again, only the long players can carry the bunker down the right-hand side. Hit it out to the left, avoid that bunker, and give yourself the best opportunity to find the green in 2.
Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
looks to be going with the 6-iron. That was wonderfully done. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This is what they have left for par here. Yep, tracking well.
Just hammered that through the line. Just a 4-footer remaining.
What about the pace on that one?
Even for the day. And moving ever so closer to the top 10. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And the dreaded triple bogey putt.
Looking good so far.
That's well holed. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. You've got to hit a number of big shots here at Quail Hollow Club, and none bigger than the tee shot at the par 3 17th.
Luke, time to step up and make the best swing of the day on this challenging par 3 17th. Find the center of the green, and you're a happy player.
Going with the 5-wood. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Yes, just a bit outside there, Luke.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
That will drive you bats.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Well, if you think you've passed the worst of it after playing the 17th at Quail Hollow Club, think again. Welcome to the last.
Yes, water going all the way down the left-hand side of this fairway. That bunker on the right has crippled many a player. Find the fairway and give yourself an opportunity to find the green in 2.
That swing didn't deserve a good reward. This should head into the rough. And here we are with their 4th. Time for the 5th shot. Straight out of the top drawer.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Look at the old hammer hands putt. This is a triple bogey attempt here. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. Well, I'm sure that wasn't what this player had in mind for this event, but hopefully there's something better in their immediate future.
Yeah, that is putting it very gently there, Luke. Not very much happening at all in this player's game this week.
Well, that's all we've got. Henny Koyak and John McCarthy.